Hi, everybody! Roar! Creature and Tricks coming at you with another video today, and well, we are gonna do something different. We will? Of course we will, Trex. Well, today, I thought I'd read a little something to you. And that will be my story, The Order of Excalibur. Really? You're gonna read that? Of course I am. It's something I've been working on for a long time. Now, well, first I'm gonna actually read the prologue to you guys. I'm just gonna be reading the prologue. I'm not reading the whole story to you. It's a kind of a... It's kind of a thing. It's still a work in progress and everything. Just, I want you to comment on what you think on everything. So, tell me what you think in the comments. Let's get into this. The prologue to the Order of Excalibur. It was the Dark Ages, in the late 5th century. A terrible war was being waged between Arthur Pendragon, the King of Camelot, and Malagant, the traitorous knight, who wanted to rule Camelot and all of England with an iron fist. If you thought this would be an easy battle, it wasn't, because Malagant had made a dark deal with Morgana Le Fay, Arthur's evil half-sister and dark witch. And this deal that he made would give him dark magic and control over an army of demons. In order to fight back against this evil, Merlin, the Wizard of Camelot and most trusted friend of Arthur, told him and his knights to gather at the round table. He concocted a plan that will defeat Malagant and his army. Merlin bestowed upon Arthur and his knights magical powers based on the natural elements of the world. And with these powers, they were able to turn the tide of this war. Arthur and the knights were so powerful that with one slash of their holy swords, wiped out many waves of demons. The horde were so scared of them that they were retreating back to the netherworld. But not Malagant. He wanted to conquer and rule Camelot, no matter what. However, the only person who was standing in his way of victory was Sir Lancelot. That doesn't mean the knights were... Arthur and the knights were dead or anything. Lancelot and Malagant kind of have a history. Used to be friends, but now they're enemies, kind of thing. Ah, that makes sense. So they were locked in a fierce magical sword fight to the death. The metallic impacts of their blades could be heard throughout the entire battlefield, and you could see the clash of their magic power. Then, Lancelot and Malagant each unleashed a massive blast of magic power. The collision between Lancelot's ice magic and Malagant's dark magic was so powerful, the blast radius was almost like a nuclear bomb. Then, a big dust cloud appeared. A big dust cloud surrounded the huge crater that was created between the collision of Malagant and Lancelot's power. The other knights were worried about their brother-in-arms, but Arthur told them not to have no need to worry, because as the dust was beginning to clear, Lancelot was in clear sight on his knees, sword in hand, and still alive. Wounded, but still alive. So was Maleagant, standing so menacing, wielding his sword of darkness. He started to walk towards Lancelot. The other knights would not be able to reach him in time. As Maleagant stood above Lancelot, he swung his sword and slashed his head clean off. But it was an ice double that Lancelot managed to make through his magic. During Maleagant's confusion, Lancelot appeared right behind him. Then, with every fiber of his being, Lancelot let loose a mighty magical slash of ice and struck Maleagant down. Maleagant laid down on the ground, defeated by Lancelot. But he used the last of his magic power to call upon a few of his demonic minions to carry him to the netherworld to escape and heal. And as Maleagant was being carried into the portal, he shouted with a voice heard throughout the kingdom, "Arthur and Lancelot, you may have bested me today, but mark my words, I will return. It may take me years, decades, or maybe centuries, but I will have my revenge on you, and then I will conquer not just Camelot, but the whole entire earth." Ooh, scary. Yeah. Those words still shake in everyone's hearts and minds, even Arthur's. They would have to prepare when that day comes. Merlin told Arthur and the knights that their magical powers will be passed down from generation to generation, so that their descendants will take up the fight against Maleagant and bring peace to the world when that day will come. So, after the battle of Camelot, Arthur and his knights gathered at the round table, discussing when Maleagant will return. They won't know the exact time, but they will nonetheless prepare on when that time comes. So they trained, creating new techniques, discovering new spells, and meeting new people. So time went on, but Arthur and his knights would not be around forever, so they would have to train their children and their children's children to the day when Maleagant would return to exact his plans of world domination and conquest. And there you have it. That is the prologue to my story of the Order of Excalibur. Very nice. Thank you, Trex. It's still a work in progress. I make a little changes here and there just to make sure it's presentable. That makes sense. The Trex. So, tell me what you guys think, and tell me what I need to do in order to make some changes. I really appreciate opinions because I really want this story to be a success someday. So, I really want this story to be amazing. So, this is Craig Creature and Trex telling you have a Merry Christmas and everything. Oh, don't forget to like our videos, comment what you think, share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe right away. Help us reach 500 subscribers, everybody. Bye. Rah!